Hello everybody, I've got here what might be my greatest pickups video yet. Spent $50 yesterday from a local classified ads website and got this lot here, which I'll go through now. I feel kind of like a traitor because I've never bought a console that wasn't made by Nintendo before. So this is my first non-Nintendo console, so forgive me. But I bought a Genesis. Model 2, Genesis, mind you. Now you're thinking, okay, the guy spends 50 bucks on a Genesis. Well, what did he get with said Genesis? We have a standard 3-button Genesis controller. We have a second standard 3-button Genesis controller. We have a Sega Genesis power supply. Something so I can jack it into my TV. Now, some of this Genesis stuff is going to be for trade or sale at some point. That's the reason why I bought it. It seemed like too good of a deal to pass up, and I want to either resell or trade to more Genesis-oriented collectors if I can get stuff that more relates to my interests than Genesis. But anyways, we have a Sega RF switch for the Genesis. We've got a Sega Genesis instruction manual. We have a two warranty cards, codebook update and codebook for the Genesis version of the Game Genie, along with a Genesis version of the Game Genie, complete with the box. I'm uncertain the rarity of the box, so I don't know. Somebody more Genesis related can tell me what it is. Now keep in mind this whole lot, like I say, was $50. This also came with, I'll show you the last piece of hardware that it came with. It came with one Menacer light gun, the Genesis equivalent of the Super Scope, complete with receiver. So that's pretty cool. I've seen those going on eBay for almost what I paid for the whole lot. And as you can see, it also has the Menacer 6 game cartridge. I haven't tried it yet. The seller said it worked. I've got a 20-inch CRT downstairs that I'm going to go hook it up after I finish up a little bit of work around the house here and try the Menacer. Because obviously the Menacer and Super Scope don't work on LCD TVs due to the fact they use scanline technology to determine position. The NES Zapper, however, uses sequential blanking and should be able to work on an LCD TV if we could ever make an LCD TV that didn't have any lag. My thoughts is that it's probably the lag that makes the Zapper not work. Now, we've got a copy of Vectorman here. Says you can win $25,000 if you have the special Vectorman cart. I don't know what that's all about, but probably if the original owner had the special cartridge that won him money, he would have sent it away like you have to. This is authentic Sega gear poster, Sega Sports jersey shorts, Sega Sports football t-shirt, an order form for various Sega stuff that was inside Vectorman, and a Vectorman instruction sheet. And there's something else in here. I haven't opened these, Enclosed Winner's Instruction Manual. Sega Visions. Get 6 months free and learn to win. Huh. Anyways, the seller told me that all the games except for 2 of them had instruction manuals and everything. So that looks to be, I'm not certain, I'm not a big Sega collector, but that looks to be a CIB Vectorman. So let's just scooch the Vectorman materials back into the Vectorman box. We have Looney Tunes Desert Demolition, starring Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, with an instruction manual. And the cartridge. We've got Jordan versus Bird. I'm not much of a sports person, but yeah, it's Jordan versus Bird. Sonic the Hedgehog, always a classic series. I've played Sonic before, but like I said, I never owned a Sega, so I wouldn't know. Sonic 2, not for resale. This is the one that obviously came with the system. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, this is one of the 2 games which does not have the manual. The other one being the NBA Tournament Edition. NHL 95. I wish this was 94. I'm a bit of a Canucks fan, so go Canucks. NBA Jam, the standard version. Taz, Escape from Mars. Batman Forever. That's pretty cool. Beauty and the Beast. I have no idea. It's by Sunsoft, so Sunsoft tends to make good games, but I don't know. From what I can see in the instruction manual, it's a platformer. I don't know if you can ever compete with Capcom's Disney games, though. I mean, I grew up on Rescue Rangers and DuckTales. And Darkwing Duck, I mean, doesn't get better than what Capcom did for Disney franchises. And we have, lastly, The Incredible Hulk. So, I don't know, I think I did pretty good. 15 games. Genesis, 2 controllers, Game Genie, light gun, manuals, and all the connections, all for the low price of $50. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, I've never even seen the Menacer before, so I'll look it up on eBay, and when I saw that the Menacer itself was selling for like $40 to $60 on eBay, I said, okay, this lot seems like a good deal. So if there's anybody out there who is looking to get a Menacer, I may indeed have a Menacer for sale or trade. I'd probably be willing to trade this Menacer for an equivalent condition Super Scope, seeing as my brother has been looking for a Super Scope for some while, and he collects SNES quite fervently, and I thought it might be nice to be able to get him a Super Scope. So if somebody has a Super Scope they want to trade for this Menacer, I might be willing to do that. I don't know. I don't really know the comparative value. eBay seems to have them about the same, but then again, I've seen more Super Scopes than I have Menacers. So, I don't know. Let me know. Bang, bang, bang. Anyways, that's my pickups for yesterday. Yeah. Cool, cool.